What if some of the world's most famous monsters were never completely fictional? What if something real inspired the legends? For centuries, explorers, sailors, and ordinary people have reported seeing strange creatures that science still cannot fully explain. Reports of mysterious creatures have appeared all over the world, from Scotland's dark lakes to the jungles of Africa and the deepest parts of the Pacific Ocean. Some of these stories are incredibly old, having been passed down from generation to generation over hundreds of years. Yet even today, new sightings continue to appear from lakes, oceans, rivers, and remote wilderness areas. Giant creatures hidden beneath water, massive beasts lurking in remote wilderness, legends that refuse to disappear. Our first stop is Scotland. Deep within the cold waters of Loch Ness lies one of the world's most famous mysteries. For generations, people have reported seeing a large creature moving beneath the surface of the lake. One of the earliest stories dates back to the 6th century, when a monk reportedly encountered a strange beast. Since then, thousands of sightings have been reported, turning Nessie into a global legend. Scientists have searched the lake using sonar, underwater cameras, and even DNA analysis. Yet after decades of investigation, nobody can say with certainty what people are seeing. Is Nessie simply a legend? Or could a large, unknown animal still be hiding beneath the dark waters of Loch Ness? Thousands of miles from Scotland, another mystery waits deep within the rainforests of Central Africa. A place so vast and remote that large areas remain largely unexplored even today. Hidden among these rivers and swamps is a creature locals call Mokele-Mbembe, a name often translated as the one who stops the flow of rivers. According to local stories, the animal is enormous, larger than an elephant, with a powerful body, a long neck, and a tail that disappears beneath the water. Witnesses often describe a creature that looks surprisingly similar to a sauropod dinosaur, a group believed to have vanished more than 60 million years ago. If those descriptions were accurate, it would completely change our understanding of natural history. Stories of Mokele-Mbembe have circulated for generations among the people living near the Congo basin. Many accounts were recorded long before the internet, social media, or modern documentaries brought attention to the legend. In the early 20th century, explorers traveling through the region began hearing remarkably similar descriptions from different villages. Some witnesses claimed the creature could overturn boats if disturbed. Others reported seeing a long neck rise above the water before disappearing into the mist. Over the years, numerous expeditions have entered the Congo, searching for evidence of the mysterious animal. They carried cameras, drones, recording equipment, and scientific instruments, hoping to solve the mystery once and for all. Yet despite decades of searching, no expedition has produced definitive proof that the creature exists. Skeptics argue that sightings may be misidentified animals such as elephants, large reptiles, or simply stories that grew over time. But believers point to one simple fact. The Congo basin is enormous, and much of it remains difficult for humans to explore. If a large, unknown animal were hiding anywhere on Earth, this would be one of the most likely places. For centuries, sailors crossing the cold northern seas told stories of an enormous creature lurking beneath the waves. They called it the Kraken, a sea monster so large that some claimed it looked like an island from a distance. According to old accounts, ships would sail too close, only to realize the island beneath them was alive. Moments later, giant tentacles would rise from the water and wrap around the vessel. Sailors described powerful arms capable of crushing masts and dragging entire crews into the sea. For hundreds of years, most scientists dismissed the Kraken as nothing more than a sailor's tale. Then something remarkable happened. Giant squids were discovered in the real world. Suddenly, the old stories no longer seemed completely impossible. Even today, scientists know surprisingly little about the deepest parts of the ocean. More than 80% of the ocean remains unexplored, leaving countless mysteries hidden below. Every year, researchers discover species that were completely unknown to science, which raises an interesting question. If giant squids were real all along, what else might still be hiding in the depths? Perhaps the Kraken was not entirely fiction. Perhaps it was a distorted memory of something real waiting far below the surface. Not all legendary monsters are said to live underwater. Some are believed to hide beneath the sands of one of the harshest environments on Earth. Deep within the Gobi Desert, local legends tell of a terrifying creature known as the Mongolian Death Worm. Witnesses describe a large red creature capable of moving beneath the sand and striking without warning. Some stories claim it can kill animals instantly, while others say it possesses strange and deadly abilities. Although these accounts sound impossible, explorers have spent decades searching for evidence, yet no confirmed specimen has ever been found, leaving the creature trapped between legend and reality. Perhaps it never existed. Or perhaps the desert still hides secrets we have not uncovered. And that uncertainty is exactly what keeps the legend alive. From Scotland's mysterious lakes to the jungles of Africa and the deepest parts of the ocean, one question continues to fascinate humanity. Why do stories about giant, unknown creatures appear in so many different cultures? Some legends were eventually explained. Others turned out to be based on real animals. But a few mysteries remain unsolved, even after centuries of investigation. In 1997, scientists recorded a strange sound deep beneath the Pacific Ocean. The sound became known as the bloop, one of the most famous unexplained ocean mysteries ever recorded. Although scientists later suggested a natural explanation, the recording reminded the world how little we know about the deep sea. More than 80% of the ocean remains unexplored. Human eyes have never seen vast regions. Somewhere beneath those waters, new species are still waiting to be discovered. So the next time you hear a story about a monster, ask yourself one question. Is it just a legend, or the memory of something real?